Before FaceTime and Zoom, there was Skype, the app that made video calls mainstream. It brought face-to-face conversations into the digital age, long before it was the norm. For millions, Skype was the bridge to loved ones across continents. Suddenly, distance didn't matter. Families shared milestones, friends laughed together, and relationships thrived. Launched in 2003, Skype shattered the barriers of expensive international calls. Just log in, and you were instantly connected to anyone, anywhere. The iconic ringtone became the soundtrack of family reunions and late-night chats. That sound meant someone was reaching out. Skype began as a tiny Estonian startup, but soon became a global phenomenon, changing how the world communicated. Under Microsoft, Skype was everywhere, on PCs, Xbox, tablets, and more. It became a household name, synonymous with video calling. But the tech world moves fast. New apps like WhatsApp, FaceTime, and Zoom made video calling even easier, right from your pocket. The era of the original video call giant was coming to an end. In spring 2025, Microsoft announced it was shutting down the classic consumer version of Skype. By May 31st, the familiar blue and white app stopped working for millions. Logins were disabled, servers went offline, and support ended. First, it vanished from app stores, then came error messages and lost contact lists. For many, especially the less tech-savvy, it felt like hitting a digital wall. Microsoft didn't erase Skype entirely, it repurposed the brand and tech. Skype for Business evolved into a part of Microsoft Teams. The simple, free consumer platform was gone, replaced by enterprise tools. Beloved features like Skype credit for calling landlines disappeared or became harder to find. For millions, it was the end of an era and the loss of a digital friend. Microsoft's decision to discontinue Skype wasn't a sudden move that caught the tech world off guard. In reality, it was a decision that had been building for years, shaped by shifting trends and relentless competition in the digital communication space. As new players like Zoom, WhatsApp, and FaceTime surged in popularity, Skype's once explosive user growth began to stall and eventually plateau. This was especially true among younger generations, who gravitated toward platforms that offered more than just basic video calls. The new wave of communication apps didn't just connect people, they created vibrant digital communities with features for sharing, collaboration, and content creation. These platforms became social hubs, integrating messaging, media sharing, and interactive group experiences that Skype struggled to match. Recognizing this shift, Microsoft began to pivot its focus towards Teams, a platform designed to be an all-in-one solution for modern workplaces. Teams offered chat, video meetings, file sharing, and seamless integration with other Microsoft services, making it a powerful tool for businesses and organizations. Maintaining both Skype and Teams not only split Microsoft's resources, but also left users confused about which platform to use for what purpose. By merging Skype's underlying technology into Teams, Microsoft was able to streamline its product lineup and focus on a single unified communication platform. This move helped simplify the user experience and strengthened Microsoft's ecosystem for both consumers and businesses. Over the years, Skype had also become weighed down by constant redesigns and feature changes, resulting in a bloated, sluggish app that frustrated many longtime users. Loyal fans lamented the loss of beloved features and complained about the clunky, unintuitive interface that no longer felt fresh or reliable. Faced with the prospect of yet another expensive overhaul to keep Skype relevant, Microsoft made a strategic choice. Instead of pouring more resources into a fading brand, the company decided to sunset the consumer version of Skype. While Skype's technology continued to live on behind the scenes in Teams, the classic Skype experience quietly faded into the background. The familiar blue logo and iconic ringtone became memories for millions of users around the world. Ultimately, it was a pragmatic business decision, one driven by strategy and the realities of the modern tech landscape. There was little room for nostalgia in a world where innovation and efficiency rule. Once the gold standard for video calls, Skype now stands as a significant chapter in the ever-evolving story of technology. Microsoft chose to bet on the future of work, embracing change and leaving nostalgia behind. The sudden shutdown left countless users stranded, but it hit the elderly the hardest. For many seniors, Skype was a lifeline, a way to see children, grandchildren, and friends far away. Its abrupt loss left them feeling isolated, cut off from the faces and voices that brought comfort. Skype was more than a convenience. It was how they celebrated birthdays, shared milestones, and checked in on loved ones. Losing this connection was deeply felt, especially for those already battling loneliness. Families scrambled to teach new apps from afar, often over confusing phone calls. The learning curve was steep, and for many, the transition felt overwhelming. The end felt like a digital eviction, closing a chapter without a proper goodbye. It was a sobering lesson in the impermanence of our digital lives. In the end, adaptability is key. We must help each other navigate the ever-shifting landscape of technology, because connection, in all its forms, is worth fighting for. Is Skype truly dead? Not quite, if you know where to look. Microsoft kept a stripped-down Skype for web, classic interface, alive. It's a browser-based version that feels like old Skype, but you have to search for it. Sign in with your Microsoft account, and your old contacts may still be there. You can make Skype to Skype calls, and, with some digging, use Skype credit to call phones. The process is less intuitive, but the core features remain for now. This web version is a legacy product. Don't expect regular updates or all the old features. File sharing and screen sharing may be limited or missing. Still, for simple calls, it works. A lifeline for die-hard fans. It's not a perfect replacement, but it keeps the spirit of Skype alive. For those unwilling to let go, it's a familiar refuge. But its future is uncertain. If Skype's workarounds are too much, today's alternatives are better than ever. Zoom is simple, reliable, and great for groups. Just share a link and go. FaceTime is seamless for Apple users, now even letting Android and Windows users join via browser. WhatsApp is everywhere, offering encrypted calls and easy contact syncing. Its desktop and web apps make switching devices effortless. Discord, once for gamers, is now a powerful community and chat platform. It offers robust voice, video, and screen sharing for groups or one-on-one. Each app has its strengths. Pick what fits your needs. The world has moved on, but connecting is easier than ever. Skype's story is a lesson in how fast our digital habits evolve. We've moved from single-purpose apps to integrated, always-on tools. The end of Skype reminds us we don't own these platforms. They can change or disappear anytime. Stay flexible. Learn more than one app. Keep your contacts info outside any single service. Communication is now a feature, not just an app, built into everything from social media to smart devices. AI will soon make calls smarter with real-time translation and meeting summaries. If you are a loyal Skype user, now's the time to try something new. Help friends and family adapt and embrace the next wave of digital connection. The tech will always change, but our need to connect remains. The end of Skype is a new beginning for how we stay in touch. Adapt, explore, and keep connecting, no matter what app you use.